Okay, here we go. Alright, so I need to figure out what I want to do for this demo. But I'm not 100% sure. I think I'll just have a few, like, areas to fight a few AI enemies. But like rooms and a story note, I guess, or something. Nice. Yeah, don't need to care. I'll put in some like non-lethal platforming, I guess. Since I don't really know what to do. Um, add player, not add player. I want to add the agent. Okay, save. Run the scene. Should run fine. Yeah, this makes that's just slightly more diff. Oh goodness. Uh, ooh, that's unfortunate. Already got stuck. Is, does that mean the player is literally one bigger than a tile, or just slightly bigger than a tile? Okay. Okay. Hmm. Should I just change the player size then? From this collision box, I hit 16 to 15. Sure. Now I can probably be fine. Yeah, I go. Okay, comment. Use this down. Whoa, what did it do? Alright. It is just basically non-lethal program. Then along here, I think I'll put maybe a few enemies for now. Let's instantiate. Okay, CPU. Two CPU ones, which, speaking of which, are not actually able to be hurt yet. And I need to draw a wolf or something, or a cat. I have a cat sprite. I should use it. Add child node, bird box area. That is always active. Using host, the stun manager, the collision hurt box. Yep, save that. Do I have to tap any attacks? I got hurt box and hitbox there. Okay, sure. Okay, so none of those can be killed, kind of. They don't have a combo tracker, which is fine. They don't have this combo shield either. I don't have any UI for health, so I should maybe make a health UI. But I'll focus on just building a little or something. What else do I want to add? I want to add the basic zoners. So one here. There goes basic zoner laser is why? Is it not, isn't it? Is the laser just set incorrectly? Sure. Projectile attached to entity. Yeah, actually, save it. There we go. Okay. Instantiate tab node, fireball. No, actually, not fireball. Basic zoner fireball. There we go. Okay. What is the detection range? Ooh, that seems like they might be detected if it is too high. Okay. Fifty feels a little off. Like, boss, sure. Okay, did I put in the boss? I'll put this guy like up here. Okay. Let me run the scene, see if I can actually get to that height. Yes, which is a little bit of a problem. They are attacking themselves as well. Me, add exception, hurt box 1. Nope, wrong scene. This is also the wrong scene. This is the correct scene now. Okay, so that is moving as expected. They don't have enemy exceptions or anything like that. They just will attack each other and hurt each other. Okay. So that's one thing. Select, because this needs to be higher. All of the CPUs need to be higher as well. Mm-hmm. So far, isn't it doable? Yes, but it's not exactly the simplest thing. Okay. Nothing looks good, which is, of course, fine and fair for, like, it's just still ways away. I don't have anyone dedicated to art. I don't have a team. Just building an open source system mainly. I also need to learn level design or something. At least gameplay wise. Okay, how do I get these to not kill each other? Um, okay, right now all hitboxes and hurtboxes hit the same targets. One moment. I should consult something. Maybe I should need the precision platformer first, instead of trying to struggle with AI or CPUs. So, fightvaina. I hate that this didn't. Okay, finish. Yeah, so all of my hit and hurt boxes are in the exact same way, and I'm not sure yet how to make each not kill each other if it's a group of CPUs so that they don't target or damage other CPUs. What there may I think groups is one thing that I could try. I don't know how to use. Just need to ask. Okay, what makes the most sense? Mm, this is one way. What are a bunch of other solutions that that could be done? This one question took most of my chat on it, which is also because I used some of it for some other question I had. Um, which makes no sense on how to do it already. Mouse reference. Mm, this is the same thing twice, but maybe a little different. Raycast team filtering. Use raycast to detect targets. Add team or filtering to change. Mm-hmm. Okay. Where in all of these scripts, sorry, in what script do I need to change the collision layer settings? Tag manager, entity, primary reference boxes and sprites, hurt box, active hurt box. Okay, so those four script files, so uh, tag manager. Yep. I also want to name the collision layers, actually. Simple, because it doesn't want to be that simple. Layer hitbox, hurtbox. Layer 3, rename to CPU. Hitbox, hurt box. Rename, if host is player, this. If host is enemy base. This is excellent. Right. Attack manager. Um, entity primary. Let's go to hurtbox because that actually seems to make more sense. The ready function, probably? Where is this? Hurtbox already. This is hitbox. Okay. Not all of those indents. Hitboxes isn't detecting anything, so it doesn't need anything to. Sending hitbox boxes in entity something this then. Do it all in one go here. If how do you have reference to the EL enemy base, change it to 333. Active hitbox, which if I go from hitbox to active hitbox, I can do hitbox has no reference to self entity. Um, so active hitbox doesn't, but I can do it in hitbox. Then if mass, then for this one, yeah, I do super already, and it's just the area connected. And you override these. Sure. Wrong scene. Which one is it? Do I have a detailed one? At least it's telling you, right? Yeah, okay. Zoner. Really the zoner? Or is it all of them? Zoner, the primary stuff. It doesn't have the entity, sure, but this should have the okay. Okay. Invert boxes for the primary boxes manager. It uh, tells me player, tells me the entity is null since it should be waiting for super to call it's ready first. Should I have this? Wait, let me double check. Are all hurt boxes set outside of the hurt box in the TCN files? Sorry, that doesn't make sense now. Attack frame hurt box in attack manager primary hurt box. That hurtable player is seen set in the inspector. But hurt box doesn't set them realistically or is over written, right? Dice to no camera. Run this one. Now this working does pretty good. So that's a little bit of a problem that the thing is not being stunned properly. It's not being stunned properly, so that's a problem. Um, enter if stun manager dot is stunned colon return. Almost except for moving slide, this one is still important to run. If that is stunning properly, that's my alarm to go to sleep normally, but I didn't do my 2 hours today. In addition, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a test with one of my friends, or just like a tutorial test using Guilty Gear. See if I can reasonably do a tutorial. I'm thinking, which is a note I should put for the analysis and testing page, study these statements, self plays, analysis tools, facade notes, facade notes. Um, reason to use Street Fighter 6. Most or all stars have a target combo, so it may be a good test to see if those help players feel like they are doing the cool stuff and fairly soon. Okay, that's fine after that. This note doesn't have any. Okay. Godot. Attacking should work. Scan around thing. Assess the scene of. Can jump over these, get them. There's more of a classic game system. Yep. Can you guys hit each other? Is my question. Well, I can be comboed by them, which is probably worse. They seem to be hitting each other, which is bad. Not what I wanted to happen. I set them when I created as well, didn't I? Right? Add new attack. Add new frame. Yeah, so there's that. Also, But wait, don't I go back up to here? Hurtbox are fine to do it, but hitboxes probably would not be fine to do it. I would. Wait, no, hurtboxes also struggle because they couldn't get host. Uh, this is where my spaghetti code is going to kill me. I set I set the layers in too many places. I set it in frame, hitbox, hurtbox, active hitbox, attack manager. Does the attack manager override all of them? Attack manager, 4-child, in, get children. Yeah, so then why do I have anything for frame to set the layers? This doesn't need to. Nor does the hitbox need to. So these don't need to set. Um, where else? Attack manager sets them, then the primary things sets them as well. That's it, but when I had it set these characters, collision blocks, boxes are mostly in the attack manager and the primary. Is that the same with hurtable player? Hurtable player is specific. The raise and the detect player also seem like things that might want to set the collision layers of. Yeah, your collision mask is 2 for this and the CPU, and the boss, I believe. You seem to be fine. You seem to be killing that. Both after me. will try to kill the other thing still. Maybe because I did a stupid and made the CPU thing not a primary. Yep. Um, I design a level. Yeah, I mainly just want to get like, okay, you can fight a bunch of enemies just to try out. I don't know how to. Maybe my focus shouldn't be a demo yet, because when I made the character, that was 4 months worth of work, plus a little bit. This has been basically less than a month of work, and it's not refined. It's not, systems aren't working to be focused. They're not clean. They're not great. Okay, so let's shift the focus to a code review then. Save. I need to switch to code review as well. More filter, zombie, godot, open in terminal, get add dot, git commit, CPU, zoners made, and zoner boss. Okay, get check out. Get rebase. Made on topic since it diverged from master. On top of master, get rebasement. Main, okay. So theoretically, basic little should need to change, right? This still exists, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, code review. Centralize all of the whatever they are, things on hosts. Single source of truth. The host and entities will just contain them all. Base character. Script. Antibase. Right. This has still not been used, so I'm just gonna delete it. Bar is attacking. I might have a note on this somewhere. Oh. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is this? Why is this missing? Okay. That scared me for a moment. Should also change the stream thing. Where do I have the is stuff? Search. No. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so this is gonna be a problem. I did not mean to open something on the other monitor. It is attacking, roar is stunned. Um, these are things I want to transfer. What I do know what I actually really want to do is get rid of this entire script and just use an attack for it. So let's go here into the player and go to the agent, make an attack, rename it to dash, just a number of frames, and we'll add it to 19 frames, right? That's what that dash in like Street Fighter is. Add animation stuff. Please slash animation stuff on size 2, 3. I think these are test curves. I never named these, did I, properly? Test animations, those are there. Search animations. The player's animations are empty. That is bad, because that's not supposed to be the case. Although that should be deceleration. Wait, up resources? And that's just stats. Okay. Verify words. Decelerate. Deceleration, where we start at a high number for the velocity, and then go to a low number. Okay, save. For the F button, no, it's agent overhead. Where's the overhead? This one has an animation. What? This one's also decelerate? Acceleration. I also make a special animation resource for the dash. Which I probably should actually. Just create new resource. From resource here dash. I'll rename this to dash perk one. Rename to dash perk one. Okay, go to the player, go to this thing, quick load the dash perk one, and edit this thing to presets constant. Okay, so I don't care too much for the X component. This thing is going to be a total of 10 frames. The second one, we'll name this dash part 2. He's out. But like backwards. Resets. load quickly. Oh, this is where those are. All right, that makes more sense. Okay. Uh, yeah. All right, and then dash can actually be assigned an attack, but I think attack manager has move list as thing, so I need to add dash. Frick, I'm out of uses, aren't I? So I can't use that. Okay, well, I'll try to just do it by feel then. Or assign dash actually to a different button. Uh, I'll just put it on like round of special moves on special attacks. Down, heavy punch, sure, let's put dash. Okay. Mm, okay, save as dash part 2. Down, heavy punch. Up heavy punch? Wait. I've already forgotten what I am supposed to have this as. Sorry, what is it? Down left, which is not easy to do. Right? Heavy punch is... No, that's down right. Oh, okay. Down right actually is doable. This is because I'm crouching. Um... Upright heavy punch. Okay, it's just not set. Hey, nothing is set properly. Distance, 10. Distance, 10. In 9. It's not the same. It's not sudden enough, in my opinion. It should feel fairly sudden. Also, it should feel faster than walking. Walking is 300, so let's add this. Let's do 100 here and 100 there. That's snapping. Oh gosh. Okay. Right. Okay. No. Okay. Upload. Increase velocity. Then decrease velocity. Okay. And I want to increase for some of it and then decrease for some of it. This travels me a full 200 units. This is 200 per second, I think, right? Dash speed is 300, which is not the same. Because I'm moving like a third of that or something. I have my dash time. Max dash duration, 20 times 300. That's definitely not. Sorry. 300 pixels per second times 20 frames divided by 60. Yeah, I'm only traveling 100 in that time. Okay, so let's half it then. The dash. 50 here. 50 here. So I'm moving a total of 100, which is basically the same as before, supposedly. Yeah, there's a big difference between those two. Okay, now do I want it more like, okay, do I accelerate more or decelerate more? I could also go like this to end it sooner. Delete the just make a new one. This part, this part. Verify that's not 50. Run it. See how that feels. I just want to get out of there. Feels a lot more sudden. It feels a little more than 100 now. Why? Did I change it back? Yeah, that's definitely why. I shouldn't have pressed Control Z so many times. So here, not exactly the easiest difference, but it's like, it's there. Once the inputs are the same, maybe it would be. Yeah, but that basically gets rid of the entire need of a dash node at all. So, dash can be deleted, right? Like, is there any point in any of this? I need to test dash in the air. Like the only other thing is the dashing conditions, which I think are probably doable in a way. Wait, how do I do the dashing conditions? Um, I could just say like air actions. Um, I don't, I don't know for sure actually. Yeah, so before I delete that, I need to figure out how I want to do the dash part. Um, the other thing I could do is jump, which is probably the easier one. Like I just have to do the initial conditions. Movement, jump handlers, fine. Actually, no, coyote jumping is not fine. No, I think we should jump for now, as is. Some papers to change. Alright, do I like dash as is? Where I move accelerate very quickly and then slow down and stop for a little bit before moving. I think that's fine. Maybe I should also make the part 1 be a little bit more like this. Well, okay. So how does that feel? It still feels pretty hefty and sudden, so maybe like it's 20% nothing. Also maybe make it curved. Not that curved. That one for sure, no. This one, I think it would not be this, and it would definitely be this at 0. Maybe this at 0 as well? I think go points, right? Yeah. We do right tangent 0. This one is left tangent 0, 0, 0. All of them are 0. Okay, and then let's save that and go to part 1. Let's do the point. 0. This I'm going to put at point 8. Yep. That is not 0. Cool. Run it. See how that feels. I feel there's a stop of some kind. Maybe I can't tell. I don't know what the dashes are like in these other games, man. It's almost a burst of speed, I think, right? Does that feel better? And then a burst deceleration instead of a smooth one. Trying to, what does the closer to Z seem like? Still feels like pretty sudden. Yeah, this is a tuning problem that I shouldn't be dealing with. Save them as is this way. Okay. That turn dash. I just don't know where to put where all my is something things are. Checking implementing track clicking. Here they are. Turning is blocking. Just scale component dot turning, which is more of an internal reference, I think. Wait, did I get rid of this at some point? I didn't like the idea of a turn delay. I was like, yeah, okay, why does this exist then? If both that and this is not affecting it, then why is turning a part of this? This turning doesn't even seem relevant anymore. And in my debug, print this one. No, this one, yes. Run it, any issues? Seems fine. I guess the scale component isn't really doing anything other than this, right? This is basically the is turning. Um, and I just want to verify for the end of it. Yep. To-do list. Make single source of electricity states. This is for the boss, I know. I'm getting there. Is blocking is good for the entity base check? On the one player, but I don't think I need it anymore. Hurdle player doesn't seem like the most needed thing. Is facing right also was using that for that, so I don't think I need to export it ever again anymore. Stunned manager is stunned. Okay. Yeah, so that's right now. Fine. One, two, equals false. One, two, equals false. One, two, equals Q. RUE. Okay. Um, making this a single source of truth thing is going to be a little annoying. And all the other components are supposed to reference here as well. Scale. Scale, health, movement isn't assigned, but sure. Maybe. Gravity probably might want to do if it's needed, but I don't think it's needed. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can just do the stun manager real quick. Is stunned. Delete that. Immediately gives me errors. Post. Dot. Replace all except this one. Which works. Then run it, get the error. Yeah. Host is not declared. What? Oh wait, it's stunned. Okay. Run it. Run into the error again. Yep. That extends enemy base, which also extends entity base. Here, host.stun manager. No, just run hosts. Continue. And here. Okay. Right. This is going to take a bit of time. That's because this is a CPU one, which doesn't have a hurt box. I might consider this a practice thing, so I don't actually know if I want to deal with this problem. But yeah, it seems like it's fine. Let me test it on the boss, actually. The boss might have... What script are we in? Yep, boss logic. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this... Oh, it's just those two? Seems to be fine there. Okay. So that, I think, is everything that is Stun Manager related. That has is stunned. I don't think that changed much, but everything's on here now, which is good. I think the next decouple step that would actually feel better is when I put everything here and then I don't have to go like, okay, this thing needs something, this thing needs something, this thing needs something else. At least on the player, probably is where it might feel better. Can't find it. Yeah, because like Dash needs these three. Um, Movement needs a bunch of stuff. Dash is gonna disappear though, so there's that. Gale needs an input manager, which is like why? Why the heck does it need input manager? Is it even using it in this one? Sorry. Yeah. So there's a couple thing there. It's good. Scale component seems to basically just be done for it. Okay. Here, I'm gonna end it here. Oh, last time.